Alright, ladies and gents, I believe we are live. That's because we are. Today we're just gonna take a little mini trip in the minibus in the a319 up to Eddie and back. We're not gonna do anything too special today. I was gonna use the 737, but I decided against that for just the reason of 24 hours I'm supposed to be on a plane. So, I am personally, my body is supposed to be on a plane for 24 hours. So I still have a few things to do. I wanted to get some content out for you tonight. I'm going to miss the sim for a whole 2 weeks. I have plenty of time plane spotting though. If I'm lucky, I might get down to Gatwick. If I can afford it. I'm going to try to get down to Gatwick and be in a real a320 simulator. So. Anyway, we're just doing a little mini flight, just a little flight in the minibus today. We're taking the a319 from Phoenix, and yeah, hopefully that'll give me about half an hour here and there. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and go flight plan. Got the iPad here. It's quite nice. What is that? Actually, we are not Speedbird today. We are not Speedbird. We are Shuttle. Yes, it's HT. Here's your Shuttle free whiskey today. We're in the minibus. Fridge is up here today. Something in it is I can plug in full right now just because that's what I'm going to do. So, it's doing really tricky. So. Here's a Shuttle 3 whiskey. Final things to play, unfortunately. Where is it? You will be flight. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to be on a plane at this time, doing the Baltimore to Heathrow route in real life. However, there is a small chance we're going to cancel. And did not want that to happen. Got dangerously close the other day. Yeah. And then I think when I come back, I owe you all 2 more Heathrows. Refile. Vet Sim Radar. A319. Taking the minibus today. And then got some radar. Oh, wonderful. Oh, we got a haircut that's in the wrong place. Stay on 522. Stay on 522. It's fine. I need to step away for a quick minute in about 15 minutes or so, but that's fine. I'm trying to get a ceremony first. Oh, that's acceptable. V-pilot. Yeah, you might hear the driver running in the background of it. I need to take that upstairs. I want that done. No one who's going with me, unfortunately. Okay. It's not unfortunately. She's paying for the whole thing. Essentially, I'm paying her as much as I possibly can, but she's effectively taking care of it. Of 90% of it. No cell phone. What's going on with this mouse again? I feel like this mouse is always having issues. We understand 522 now. And then, actually, I can go ahead. What's my numbers? I'm going to use external device on here. External device. Just add it. No, it's not 3.16. Uh, 8083. There we go. And I'm in now. Okay. External power on. Okay. Emergency lights on. Batteries can now go on. On now. It's a bit of a night flight. So, okay. Report from sim brief. Grounds. Talk about jetway, please. Let's go ahead and get the IRS on. Yeah. Let me go ahead and get auto. Once again, I probably need to step away in a few moments just to take some audio research. To whoever's tuning in, thank you so much for taking the minibus up to Edinburgh today. Let's take a look here. Why is the mouse acting weird? It's kind of annoying. Control options. Okay, it is. Okay. Perfect. 122.8 is there. Flights, perfect. Mass and balance. Load aircraft. I'll go first. Fast, actually. Okay. Net. Well, I saw that. Okay. And then MCD menu. Request. Actually, no. You should have a company message in a moment. That's there. Receive messages. Load sheet. I can accept that load sheet. Shell 3 whiskey, accept. And we are actually we are shuttle today. Shuttle 3 whiskey. Cost index. And actually, in our in here. Our zero fuel weight is 44. Actually, that's. There we go. It's a simple little button for me to press. Okay. And then I think that's all good. And then I think we get some meta actually. Because we don't actually know which one I'm going to take. Whether heathrow meta wind is 350 degree 5 knots. We can take 27. We'll take 27, right? I think. Actually, what is real? What are they using in real life? Oh, come on. I don't think they're using anything. Oh. They're using a heathrow. No one's on vinyl, so I can't tell. And I think we're going to take... actually, what is SimBrief recommending? We go based off what SimBrief is recommending. Cost index 5. Wow. Cost index. Now we know our cost index. 5 and our altitude 360. Okay. 360 there, and then takeoff performance. Yeah, they're recommending 27, right? And that's kind of what I agree with. Flight plan, heathrow, departure by runway 27 right. And you're taking the umlaut 1 Foxtrot departure. Perfect. Okay. And how are we looking in terms of fuel? Aircraft loaded. Perfect. Aircraft loaded. MCDU menu, or actually performance. Flex 1. Okay. 122 1. It'll be flex. 6-7 on the temp. Flex the temp 6-7. 122 122 127. Transition level 60. Go ahead and throw that in. Okay. All that looks good. IRS alignment in 2 minutes. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get just fuel pumps on. Emergency lights. We can go ahead and get the beacon on, wing on, nav and logo on, seatbelt on, no smoking, auto. The lights dim. Yeah, we are actually. What's the message from company? More messages. That's weird. Yeah, we got our IRS in alignment now. Messages. Emoji. Accept. Okay. Let's go and get GSX up today. Prepare for pushback and departure. British Airways. That's gonna work out well. Actually, they have now. They have little robot ones that, so instead of requiring 2 people, it requires only one person to control.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Let's go ahead and get linked.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
knows what the bypass pin, you can go ahead and put it in the comments. No, go ahead and test your knowledge. One's for in the air, one's taking up laundry. Oh, what's our QNH? Actually, that's one thing we forgot to set.
Locking gear.
1017. Good. Forgot to set that. Nose right. Nose right to left.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
Heathrow traffic speed shuttle 3 Whiskey, stand 521, push and start. Facing east. Ignition start. Engine number 2, please. Making that clear yourself the trap now. 360. Strobies, auto. Okay. Engine number 2, fuel. Cutoff switch. Or fuel run switch. Ignition self start.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Engine number 2, good engine start.
Cockpit to ground.
Engine number 1.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Visual traffic, traffic.
Taxi lights on. Let's leave those off right now.
Unlocking the nose gear.
Engine 1017. 1017. You are.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
We'll taxi via Alpha Link. Taxi via Alpha. Taxi via Yankee Alpha, and then we will go via Alpha 4. Heathrow traffic, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, taxiing runway 27 right via Alpha 4, Alpha, and Yankee. Heathrow traffic. Look at this plane just wanting to move. Just wants it to go. Okay. There's one flight control check now. Full up. Full left. Full right. Flaps full. Flaps 1 plus F. You can go ahead and trim the landing lights on now. Pretty darn happy. Taking the minibus today. The minibus for once. It's interesting to take the minibus for once. See you, bye. Alright. We can go ahead and turn the APU off now. No, you don't need it. I'm gonna turn off lights on. You're all lit up like a beautiful speed bird, even though we're a shuttle today. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Damn, look at our taxi speed. 36 knots, my word. My word. Taxi speeds. Cabin ready. You can go to arm transpose. I don't get a configure button for that. Outright max. No one on final. There's someone on final. I'll take that off. I'm left to one Foxtrot departure. Speed to the ground. Okay, that is what? Alpha 6. And you're taking Alpha 4. That is what? And F5, the next. You're on the next one. Heathrow traffic via Alpha 4, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, lining up runway 27 right. Heathrow traffic. Let's take off, please. Surface wind is 1. Surface wind 3503, 5 knots. Heathrow traffic via Alpha 4, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, taking off runway 27 right, omelet 1 Foxtrot departure, Heathrow. The rest set. Airspeed coming live. Flex 67 check. Knots check. B1. Rotate.
Go traffic Spirit 3 Papa Bravo. South style at 27 right to Los Angeles Heathrow.
Padre to climb, gear coming. Traffic speed, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, airborne passing roughly 1700, climbing flight level 360, that's 1 Foxtrot departure, Heathrow. Okay, starting those auto on that one, and then TCAS. Into the level churn, wonderful. Flaps up now. Nice airborne. Dome lights can go ahead and come off. Bye-bye, Heathrow. I'll be there tomorrow, or Monday though. Hopefully. If our flight doesn't get cancelled. That's 1 Foxtrot departure.
Heathrow traffic, Heathrow traffic.
You're cleared up to flight level.
Heathrow traffic, Sugar 3 Papa Bravo short file 27 right, Heathrow.
At your discretion, you may climb as you wish.
Heathrow traffic, Heathrow traffic, 549,
I cannot understand a word of that, sorry.
Heathrow traffic 579, so it's taking us away to the
It's supposed to be single runway operations right now. Direct well in. Climbing flight level 360. Looking down. looking good. Got about an hour-long flight to Eddie, then we'll come on back. When we land in Timbuktu. Oh, I should have been recording this. Damn it. It's gonna be fine. Damn. I forgot to do that. That's gonna suck. Because now I have to download it from YouTube. And tomorrow on the plane I have editing to do. So, oops, that's my fault. And I need to make sure I actually take those screenshots to the stuff tonight. So. Passing 10,000. Landing lights off.
Some traffic, Super 3 Papa Bravo, clear 27 right, deferred.
Turret's well on now. Says we'll be there in about half an hour, or about an hour or so. Yeah, it's not super terribly long flight. It's about an hour long flight. You know what? We can go to the passengers out there sometime. This won't be a terribly super long in and out. This won't be a super terribly long in and out. So now we're going to Eddie, and then we're coming back. So we're going up to Eddie, and coming back to Heathrow. And actually, if we're able to, we can park at the same gate. Just leave 521. So, and we'll use the same runway as well. Seeing as everyone else is doing. We should have some company messages we have to read. Observer. Climbing level 360 as appropriate. Right, measure climbing quite fast way. As normal. And then by an input. So oh, that's like your right we're taking. Input 1 echo. And then we'll be on our way back once we get there. Just a little round trip tonight. Just something fun I thought we'd do. Just a little something fun to celebrate my last day here in the U.S. for the next 2 weeks or so. I might change the weather so slightly. I mean, it'll be a lot better, but I might change the timing slightly on here just to get some better views. Yeah, I'll put it like that. There you go. To watch the sunrise upon reaching. But but tomorrow I'm supposed to be boarding the to Juliet, out of Baltimore and into Heathrow. Heathrow being that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Of course, they've already canceled the flight twice this week, so hopefully I don't have to deal with that. But in the event that I do have to deal with that, my alternative is to get down to Dulles as fast as possible and see what either Lufthansa has or British Airways or whatever. They are my alternate. Or at absolute worst case scenario, we'll be taking a flight up to either JFK or another place, or Boston. Hopefully we don't have to go west though. I don't want to go west if I can avoid it. So. Mosquitoes here. I'll have to deal with it soon. Yeah. When I get back, do background filming, move some stuff over there. Right after I went and threw a bunch of stuff this week, and I threw a bunch of stuff out. So. Alright. I'm gonna go 122.8 for a few minutes. back now. We are still climbing level 360. In the meantime, though, actually, upon reaching, we'll go ahead and throw in our destination data. It's not a super long flight, and but we're not quite there. But this will be arriving in about 20 minutes, which I believe. So it's Eddie. We are Shuttle 3 Whiskey today. So that'll be interesting to put in the video because we have never flown as a shuttle. We've always flown Speedbird. It was recently brought to my attention. Oh, for British Airways domestic flights, it's actually a shuttle. So actually, I found that out myself by doing some research online. So, all right. I'm gonna tell you what. We'll probably chat here for a minute. When reaching, we'll go ahead and go our destination data. Yeah, we have one person online. Okay. We're in the Uruguay. We'll be manning the Uruguay version of Eddie. That looks like we've reached our house. That's what we have. So, dome lights on. Okay. What is... What's actually... What's our motion? 260 degrees, 10. So that means we are taking... I think it's... runway 2. I'm not supposed to take runway 2 for a second. Arrival runway ILS 24. Net pay 1. Arrival. Can we get a more direct waypoint, please? Let's go direct. Rugby. Won't really change our time there. Okay, and then we can go ahead and brief the Minute Bay 1 Echo arrival. Okay. Go ahead and brief it. No. Wrong. Okay. 2.1260 by NIP. 200 by INRO, we have a speed restriction, max 250 knots by Skiddo, and charging, we have hold and charging for not going to use. Flight level 70, and then radar object is 92. And then we intercept 3,000. We will be intercept altitude. Sorry, you know, we intercept altitude 3,000 feet, maybe 4,000 from here. Yeah, this is 12 here. 12 miles out, 9 miles. So. Maintain 3,000 established. Okay. And then that song is we need to. Stop descent right there, so we got a few minutes. Okay. Nav rad, let's verify that. 108. This one, not your, yes. Course. 2 rad, 2 9, 0, that's the same thing. Okay. Performance. I'm gonna be honest, this is how much you landing data. 24. Flaps full. And then the brown shirt is 300. Borrow 300. Cursor, yes. Now they're saying the wind is going to be. That's it. What time is it? What time? So at time 1:52. That would be. I trust it. QNH 1014. Temperature. Surface wind 260 to 310. Actually, verified. Yeah, 260 to 310. And that's good. Right there. And then transition level 70. And then our speeds on the VAPP 127. 27 VAPP. Water brake below. Destination data. This is a 250. Either way, it's a headwind. Either way, it's a headwind. I'll be taking our The thing is I'm kind of considering purchasing limited that. Yeah, so I'm kind of actually considering purchasing a Moses stick here soon. And so I might, since I don't know, I think I might wait until I buy that. But I've been told by so many people though, get a Moses stick, get a Moses stick. The issue is that then I have to get an actual stick board. I can get the Moses base, and I need to get the actual stick. And that I don't know about because $300, right, is what I owe, is what it's going to be and there's a 9-month wait on it. So I might take the base and just the top part of the stick. See if I can't try to find that somewhere from some sketchy company. Take the risk on that, especially if it's quite cheap. I know that Moza does have their own first officer stick. They don't have a captain stick, which is my issue. Right, that's my issue. I want the first officer stick. So, sorry, I want a captain stick. That's what I want. So. Actually, we might increase the heart rate to medium. Yeah, I think there we go. Yeah, so we'll take auto brake medium actually. And the reason that we'll do that is we'll take auto brake medium and then we can land and then take off again and then we can land again. So that's our margin. Margin there will not be that much. And we're at 468 hours on VATSIM now. 468. That's more than Aeronauts. Aeronauts at like 400 something. Aeronauts at like 400. Speedbird. Okay. My statistics. How long have I spent on Speedbird 2 and that? What is it compared to Speedbird 228? Speedbird 228, we are at 159 hours on that one, and then Speedbird 2 Moonlight, we're at 149 hours. Damn, so we're approaching for that on that front. We're approaching that. And then Speedbird 3 Alpha Whiskey, we're 9 hours today. Shuttle 3 Whiskey, we're doing that right now. And we need to begin our descent. Flight 120. Edinburgh traffic speed, shuttle 3 Whiskey now beginning descent. Flight 260, a level by Nipip, 1 Echo, Edinburgh traffic. The way you want to. And then when I get back, I'm gonna buy a little receipt printer, and then we're actually gonna be able to retaliate this as appropriate. Yeah, it'll be fun to get back to. I have some significant plans. I'm gonna buy a receipt printer, and I'll get to actually use that. Where's that light? I don't know. For the descent. To be clear, Navigraph is a calf, the reason that I call this town. So nice to be able to have really good EFB. Oh, 200 rev. 200. And now why does this keep going up like that? I don't want this to go up. Okay. Got a company message. Uh-oh. Gotta be in trouble with BA now. Be in trouble. Shuttle ops, so. Oh, nice. I'm not in trouble. AGC delay required. Rev. Edinburgh traffic speed or shuttle 3 whiskey descending now level 200 level by rev Nipe 1 Echo Bravo Edinburgh traffic. And Edinburgh traffic speed shuttle 3 whiskey will be landing Alice 24 in roughly about 20 minutes or so. Edinburgh traffic. We're gonna up it to medium, just for the sake of having a bit more margin in case we float the thing, and then we don't have to immediately go around, which I don't want to do any go around this time. So, we can always go around, and we got plenty of extra fuel for now heathrow, so we got plenty of extra fuel. Some motion on my hands. Stand by one. Happily back now. Yeah, that light was acting weird. I just had a 10 plug it for right now. Okay. Oh. What, did I get my lenses? descending now as appropriate. And Skiddo is. We have a speed restriction of 250 knots at Skiddo. Now, the one thing I want you all to notice, and this is the difference between Boeing and Airbus planes. This Airbus plane is handling this very, very well. I think it went some speed brakes though. Speed brakes out. Just in case you need them. And I think it wanted some. And then once we get into a circle, once we get to target the next 230 knots. Level by Tartan. You know, look at vectors ILS. Vectors. We'll rely off our own vectors ILS. ILS 24. We have one person who's about to take off. That's fine. Don't worry. We got. Swiss. Where the fuck are they going? Where the fuck is Swiss going? Hand dried up so much earlier than giving a small computer to hand it up. Here we have Paris. We have a Swiss. Or number 2 land. Seven zero. Now this looks like it might not make it, but trust me when I say this thing knows what it's doing. That's more speed brake thing. See our using speed brakes. Yeah, very much using speed brakes today, which is fine. Yeah, no. This aircraft, Airbus. No, this aircraft. The nice thing about this between like any of the Boeings is that this is like dead on most of the time. It's dead on it. I mean, yeah, it might get ever so slightly off the VNAV, but it will stay on the VNAV. But it'll, for the most part, it'll stay dead on it. No, I think I still want the speed brake out actually. Edinburgh traffic, shuttle 3 whiskey, descending 70 level by Tartan. Edinburgh traffic. And we'll take the descent now down to 3-0. Yeah, clean just happened. Okay, now I'm going on to speed brakes. No, yeah, you see now, it's like the most to get off, but that's fine. Tell me the weather. That'll be nicer. That'll do better. Yep, that weird unknown carrier is yeah, you see this 5 minutes speed, right? Show me speed. We are actually past this restriction right now. Show me speed to 200 knots. We need to maintain these. Bring it over 100%. Actually, 50, we are fine. Yeah, this is the one issue with the minibus. It's that it's like it doesn't do descent very well while maintaining speed. It's because it's too much of like a rock is the issue there, right? It's not actually that air efficient. We'll leave turn heading 030 degrees. Edinburgh traffic, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, leaving Tartan heading 030 degrees, base, LS 24 descending now, altitude 3,000 feet, Edinburgh traffic.
Traffic, you've got 160 in the Zulu, runway 24, short final, 2.5 miles, Edward.
H1014. And it's more of a downwind, that's fine though. It's fine. I'm happy with this being a bit more of a downwind. Make it 3,000 now. You can still read some, if that means. Actually, that's one way to do that. Shut up. That is certainly one way to do that. Flaps will prevent us from going over. We need to maintain current rate of descent to 3,000. And we can just let us need 180. 180 till established. Yeah, I know. 700 feet per minute, that's fine. Flaps 2 now. Flaps 2 now. Looking pretty good. Heading 350 degrees. Edinburgh traffic, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, churning heading 350 degrees. Vector is base, ILS 24, speed 118. A little on the low side, that's fine though, I'm not that worried. Land lights. So that's fail on that.
Edward traffic, here, got 160 Lima Zulu, vacate runway 24, ahead of traffic.
No, Edinburgh used to have 2 runways. 2,500, I'm not worried. Then we can throw the approach bit on. Take 340 degrees till established. Airfield is in sight over there. Airfield is not in sight yet. It'll be over there-ish. Either way, maintaining 3,000 till established. We have an updated QNH. Or MEDAR. QNH still 1014. Which is A-OK. The hope is to be back by about back at Heathrow by about 1, which I think is more than likely going to happen. It will maintain present for another 30 seconds or so. And then we'll go ahead and then we'll go ahead and intercept. Once we reach this point here, we'll go ahead and make a turn to intercept. I still don't have the field in sight. I think I do now. Field looks like it's in sight. Maintaining present heading for right now. Yeah, that's field right there, I'm pretty certain. Reduce speed 170 knots. That's 3. Go ahead and 230 knots. Or heading 230 degrees. Airfield is in sight. Landing lights on. All those are on. Seatbelts on, please. I'll give another 30 seconds or so. Don't do it right now, because if we were to do it right now, then not intercept very well. 4, 3, 2, 1. 310 degrees to establish LS. Approach mode is on. So you can pick that ILS localizer when able. 290 degrees to establish, please. 280 degrees. 270 degrees. Verify new traffic. Traffic effector. Speed 160. When are you gonna pick it up? There we go. It's been picked up now. Edinburgh traffic, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, 7.5 mile final, ILS 24 Edinburgh traffic. Okay. A little bit of this wavy action, that's fine though. I'm not worried about that wavy action that much. The main thing is that I was going to do it. Gear down now. Flaps full. They can go just over to our final approach speed. Actually, well, we can't because our final, we can go into the 140 knots though. Yeah, our final approach speed for today is 227 knots. Or 127 knots, which is nothing. For reference, that's like a stall speed in a triple. So I'm used to landing aircraft so much faster. Can go to 235 knots now. Or visual. Fully established, fully set up. Deployment, we can go and grab armed ground spoilers now. Reaching final approach speed now. Clears to land. And I'll take over in upon passing. In about 5 seconds. Edinburgh traffic, last call, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, short final, ILS 24, Edinburgh traffic, last call. Okay, shall I take this over now? Maybe a little early to take it over. Yeah, just a little on the early side to take it over. We'll wait until we're... My plane. Okay, this feels so much better than the 350. This feels so much better. Flaps full. Landing check is complete. All good. Just down, you bigot. Turn a little. Nose up now. Nose up. Feeling a little low. I can work with that.
500.
You're actually quite low. Arguably too low. So it'll be, I think this might turn into a go around. Just back down.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50. 30. 20. Retard.
Yeah, that was a little on the rough side.
That's landing.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a little rough. We'll just go ahead and vacate here. I clean up the plane. Come on now. I didn't mean to come to a full stop. This ought to be easy. Okay. Okay. Shuttle 3 Whiskey is now vacated runway 24 Edinburgh traffic. Okay. Nose taxi, APU on. I figure out where we're gonna go. Strip that up. We get to taxi via Alpha Echo Fox Stand 6. Echo Alpha Echo 1 Fox 2 Shuttle 3 Whiskey taxiing Stand 6 via Alpha Echo and Fox. Traffic. We made the first leg, albeit that landing was not great. That was a little tough on the landing, I think, but that's fine. I mean, but we buttered the minibus before, but we messed up that approach in the end. My movement, I thought we were going off ever so slightly, and yeah, that's Adam. Turn off. Just taxi, wonderful. Do you need to tell GSX to meet us there?
Couldn't find valid airport data at this position.
No.
Services are not available.
Can't, unfortunately, that's fine though. I'm not that worried. that guy's gone now. That guy was waiting for me to land. Nice. AP available. And we can go and shut down engine number 2 now. So we only need engine number 1 if I'm being honest. Get this now. Edinburgh here is beyond beautiful. This version of Edinburgh is truly beyond beautiful. This is pay-wear quality easily. We can go and continue straight a little. And now engine 1. You can push this a little bit more forward. Parking brake set, engine number 1 shut down. APU, we're on APU now. Let's take a look at our parking job there. Actually, I'm going to call that pretty darn good. I'm happy with that parking job. Okay. I'm happy with that. Okay. Get this one. We can go ahead and jetway connected. Actually, it already is now. Let's not use the ground power unit today, as we won't need that. Okay. We won't need the ground power unit at all. In terms of everything else, though, I think everything else is looking a-okay. We can go ahead and throw the APU bleed back on. In the meantime, I want to get some, I want to get those guys on, and also in the meantime, we can go ahead and release the parking brake. Just from the sounds of okay. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and get our flight plan back to Heathrow. Shuttle 3 was here. We can go and set up the aircraft again. Brief. When I get back, I'm gonna do a whole video on some brief on how to properly take full advantage of it. Because, yeah, it's recommending, I would assume Nugra to hotel. Yeah, it is. I don't think I wouldn't have taken any other route. Talia 6 Charlie, Nugra to hotel. But they're recommending Gotham 1 Charlotte departure. It's fine. Yeah. Generate flight. And we'll be departing in a few moments as well. Pre-file. VATSIM. Okay. Sim settings. Let's take a look here. Is there a way for us to is there like a way want to check something here. MCD menu config. Data. Okay, and then import next flight. Charlie Whiskey, estimating about an hour. We're going to aim to be back at Heathrow by about 1 a.m. on my time, of course. Mass balance. Fast. In the meantime, though, we can send that to the MCDU. Request. That. Shuttle 3 whiskey. If it's anything like our last flight, our 370. I think that's quite high for just descending pretty much immediately after we get here. What's your cost index? CI. 100 souls on board. It's actually higher. Cost index of 9. Performance. Departure by runway 24. Gotham 1. Charlie departure. Insert. Performance V1 calculated at first off flaps 1, flex to temp 6-7. V1 131 131 136. That makes it easy on us. Okay. Get a company message. Received messages. I can accept that. Port 22 zero this out. Again, we are flying through this year because that means we arrived only about 6 minutes to go, and we are already almost loaded. In the meantime, though, I think we're ready for a push and start. Once you get these passengers on board, I think we're ready for push and start. In the meantime, though, I just want to take a look at this beautiful scenery. Right? I mean, this really is like payware quality entirely. This is what this is. This is payware quality. And it's not shitty payware either. I think this is arguably the best scenery I have, other than I think outside of Frankfurt, I think this is like the best and most detailed and good-looking scenery that I have. Okay, absolutely worth every penny, especially if you fly in and out of Edinburgh a lot. Okay, I'll turn this off. Remind people to take their seats because we are pushing back. Dismiss aircraft loaded. All good. Ground services. tug. Alexa, turn on Ryan's bed. There we go. Okay. Pretty cool. Okay, this is just gonna be annoying. Come on now. Anyway, enter. Request pushback. Okay. Fuel pumps are already on. Ignition start number 2. Edinburgh Traffic Shuttle 3 Whiskey push and start stand 6 facing east. Edinburgh Traffic. Then we can go ahead and get number 1 up as well. In the meantime, notice a taxi, please. Okay, we're gonna try to be back at Heathrow and done the stream by in about an hour and a half, which I think is going to 100% happen. In fact, I think that there's a small chance we'll be done with the stream by 12:30, which I think that might be pushing it, but we'll try. Engine number 2 will be available in 30 seconds. Engine number will be available in 45 seconds. We'll keep the brake fan on for right now. In the meantime, though, I want to take a look here at hydraulics. Push and start completed. Engine number 2 available. Flight controls. We can go ahead and perform our flight controls check. All the way down, all the way up, all the way left, all the way right. Flaps full. Should we do brake thing on the way in? Rudder. Check. Flaps full. Flaps to 1. When you get to taxi, we are taxiing via Fox Alpha Delta 1. 1 plus F. Verified. Okay. No longer need the APU. Nose lights to taxi. Edinburgh Traffic. Shuttle 3 Whiskey taxi via Foxtrot and Alpha Delta 1. Runway 24 for departure. Edinburgh Traffic. No. We're on the move again. That was And that was one insanely fast turnaround. Arm those. Yeah, I need to set one of the buttons here to arm ground spoilers. I need to do that with both the Boeing profile and the I need to do that with both the Boeing and Airbus profiles. It's kind of annoying that I can't do that. Alright, max. Oh, normal. Landing lights on. There's takeoff. Views coming off. Lights are on. Check. Visual climb 3000. Open. We can clear ourselves up to 370. Brake fan can go ahead and come off now. I'm not that worried about the brakes anymore. Okay. Right is clear. Oh. Come on now. That's not my fault, I promise. But left is right are clear, right is marked cleared. Edinburgh traffic via Delta 1, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, taking off runway 24, Gotham 1, Delta, or, sorry, Gotham 1, Charlie departure, Edinburgh traffic. The landing lights on. I'm going to turn off on now. Okay, come on, we gotta do a better job at that. We gotta do a better job than that. Okay. Thrust set. .100 knots, check. V1. Rotate. Pause, ready to climb, gear up. Press over to climb, thank you. Disarmed. Edinburgh traffic, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, climbing now, flight level 370, Gotham 1, Charlie departure, passing at current altitude 3,000 feet, Edinburgh traffic. How about, fine. Can we get a more direct waypoint? We can get a route. I'm zone control. Do your thing, please. Cleared. Direct lake. Shuttle 3 Ski Direct Lakey is letting off the Gas M1 Charlie departure. Edinburgh traffic. Okay. We did that. We did that well. Oh damn, we are direct pretty much half the flight. After Lakey, it's be arrived by the new ground. I'm paying for 27 right. Damn. I did not realize how far out that was. I'm waiting for a night wing here. We'll go ahead and aim for a night landing. Throw in the new grow one in a few moments though. Seeing her pressure now. 370. Flaps up all the way. Yeah, no, that's gonna cut off a significant amount of time. We're gonna be landing by a 27 or anything. What are they actually landing in real life though? Seriously, in real life, what are they landing in flying? Just like they're not. Right now, in real life, they are not. Throw. Right now, they're not landing. Right now, they're landing. I would assume she's up right there. Now they're doing the runway inspections. So, or some kind of runway maintenance. Anyway, I think now is the perfect time to switch off the landing lights. And the passengers out their seats. Remind everyone who they belong to right now. That they're mercy not to crash this plane. And at Heathrow, if we need to go around, we will. I don't think it's happening. But actually, what we should have done to go around that. That's how we got a bit of a price on minus there. Okay. What's this? Am I in trouble already? Am I in trouble? No, that's just a sheet. Now explain that! Explain that! We're changing our altitude to 350. Okay. Anyway, we can go and throw in our destination down now. Actually, we're gonna adjust this to 330 because there's no point. I mean, we're direct to Lakey now. We're gonna be in our descent. Fuel is not a factor at all at this point. Flight plan. Arrival via runway 278. Nuclear 2 hotel arrival. Insert. Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, we'll once we're on the descent, we'll go ahead and throw in our new stuff. So, alright. I'm gonna give y'all some views. I want to see this one. Let's go ahead and throw in our destination down now. I don't know. Let's level off 310. Traffic, a little change in our flight plan. Shuttle 3 Whiskey, leveling off level 310. Traffic. And the reason that we're doing that is, actually we can make that 290. Because it's like, we're going to begin our descent via Nugra anyway. It's like, there's no point at all. Actually make that flight 290 for Shuttle 3 Whiskey. Yeah, there's no point. We're going to be at the lake, and then 50 minutes later, we're going to be at Nugra. It's like, why waste the fuel? It's like, the fuel consumption there just does not make sense to go all the way up down. Let's level off flight 290, right? Which is what we're going to do. But I mean, okay, seriously, here's what it's recommending a stop descent. Here's stop descent. We're not even at stop descent is within 160 nautical miles. We're not even at our altitude yet. Top of climb is like pretty much like right there. Actually, we're leveling off now. Yeah. And we're gonna adjust this. Now we're level. You don't need to do anything. But why do we need to be slowing down? All of a sudden, why don't I have to be slowing down? We don't need to do that, guys. Like, seriously, we don't need to do that. No. Small 8-0 will be fine. So we're just taking 290 as opposed to other altitudes because 290 makes sense for us. Especially when we're going to begin our descent here. So, I think there's just no point. How long does that's in radar? No, there's one person. That's in radar. Says we are our destination ETA is I think by 12:30 I think. In 31 minutes, yeah. So yeah, and I believe that unfortunately. So it was pretty much dead on last time. So. We can go Mach decimal seconds. That'll be fine. Mach decimal seconds. Perfectly fine. Okay. Fingers crossed we can get canceled, which I think there's a small chance. I know we're going to be delayed, but that's fine. And I need to finish packing. So, actually, speaking of that stuff, I need a charger, a fast charger. I need to finish brushing a few things so we're this out. Stand by one. let's go ahead and finish putting in our destination data as we are approaching top descent here shortly. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Top descent's back here. We got the not long. That's fine though. Performance. Next phase. What's the current heathrow QNH? 1017. Same as we left it. 1017. Temperature. Temperature 16. Surface wind 310 degree 4 knots. Destination. What's that? Destination EFOB Lumen. Oh. Feeling bored. Uh-oh. What? What's the fuel looking like? Running 43 kilos a minute. And 43 times. How about so burning 40, let's call it 45 kilos a minute. So 5720. We got 120 something minutes. 51 birds. So I'd say we're fine, especially considering it's only going to take us another half an hour to get there at absolute max. So I'd say we're pretty good on fuel. I mean that's enough fuel to get to Manchester, so I don't really know where it's getting that air from. Fuel looks pretty fine to me. It's going to be 278 on the barometer, 278 on the baro, and you have to remember that that's now if it's saying we're going to have too much fuel and we're going to be above max then that's fine. Then maybe we'll end up holding. But I think I'd like to get there before by 12:30. I think is what the car name is. You go to hotel arrival Heathrow. Okay. .278 on the barometer, flight level 70 transition altitude, and then the V approach speed, that's not accurate at all. Let's take a look here. Right, performance. Climate no, it's 320 degree. 27, right? Just the license to get the finish over. Accurately and reliably. 350. Way too much. Actually, we have to do a little respawn. Speedbird 32, what we're doing. I'd say we're still we're number 2, I think. So yeah, we'll take 27, right? Auto brake below. auto brake low, and then our approach speed 128. 128 approach speed. And we're approaching top descent. And so watch this, everyone. Watch this, watch this, watch this. And throw in 200. Actually, I'd like to hold around 290 for right now. Actually, this is burning us. This is burning. Some fuel. Okay, I'm going to show everyone something in a moment. Okay. So, we're going to pass nuclear point 290. Okay. Now, watch this. This is the important thing. Okay. I'm going to throw in a moment, I'm going to throw in flight level 200 level by Tobit. Okay. Okay. Turn. Turn. When we cross top descent, this will do it automatically, and if not, we will hold it off. No problem. I'm ready for that. Company messages. We are in trouble. Once again, we're in trouble. What kind of trouble do we have? Messages. Oh yeah. Oh, we need a delay for 37 minutes. Not happening. ADC to we do not need. We are not delaying for 37 minutes. Watch this. Ether traffic, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, beginning descent by the Nucra 2 Hotel Arrival for Heathrow, descending now flight level 200, level by Tobit, from flight level 290, expecting ILS 279 Heathrow. It's saying we should hold, we're not holding at all. No holds. Now watch this. Okay, we have what's gonna do, hopefully, I hope. If I'm wrong, it's gonna be truly embarrassing for the one person who's watched us, who's watching us. When we cross the top descent point, it'll automatically begin descending for us because we've told it we're cleared down to level 200. Okay. These throttles are a little off, actually. I need to fix this. What I really need to do is I need to take a little chill to just something to straighten that out. Straighten that bracket out. At some point tomorrow, I think. Okay, we're approaching top descent. Speed 2.5. Speed 280. 280 on speed. Actually 290. Watch this. 3, 2. Come on now. I'm gonna mess that up otherwise. We need to screenshot this. City stuff. That's okay. So you go crossing top descent now. That's wrong. I needed to do that. Anyway, it would have still done it. Just wanted to catch up. I think that's full screenshot yet. So 150 level by second. Thinking about it. Some speed brakes. Yeah, I'll take the speed brakes. Yeah, that is the one issue with this aircraft. The speed brakes. They're not ineffective. They're certainly more effective than not having them. But at the same time, though, they're not entirely effective either. That's like they're much more effective in a plane like the 777. So. Level by summit. Okay, now notice how it says 200 right there. Notice how it says 200 by summit or level by Tobin. Now it's gonna automatically change. Okay, now that I'm certain of because we have level 150 thrown into the box. I'm going to take care of that now. Landing lights on. We can take care of that now. On a QNH. Not working. Quite consistent right now. Speed 2 could be any track we have to be worried about. So 3, 2. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Neither do I know what speed we're flying progress to. Now, we're going to cross Tobit at level 200, and then it's going to automatically tell us switch until you can ascend to level 150. Grass feathers armed. It's fine. Okay. We're looking pretty darn good. Pretty darn happy with all that. Vectors out, that's fine. If we need to hold up Bovington, Bravo, November, we will. And the reason I say Bravo, November, Bovington's the waypoint, Bravo, November is the spelling for it. So. Now, Heathrow traffic, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, descending now, flight 150, left by Sobbit to Newer to Hotel Arrival for Heathrow, expecting ILS 27 right Heathrow. I love the Newer to Hotel Arrival for Heathrow. It makes sense, it's simple, it's good. I mean, it takes us, yeah, it's a little long, yeah, but it works. Works out quite well. How much this? There we go. No. Watch this. Watch. Passing Tobin 200. There we go. Flip 150. And now we can go through it. That was 70. Anyway, so still feeling pressure as well. Now, someone recently asked me the question of, okay, why do you use the landing gear on the yoke instead of the landing gear on the throttles? Well, there's two main reasons. The first is that the landing gear on the yoke feels different. It feels like a proper landing gear, even though it's not. But the other reason is the thing is in the right location, kind of. I mean, it's up against something as opposed to like flat, right? That's the reason why. But I use it on the yoke. I use the landing gear on the yoke, so. We're descending now. We are descending. Bravo, November. Bovington. Bovington. The waypoint Bovington or Bravo, November. It's like my home because it's like it's where to begin the approach. If I made it to Bovington, I made it to 95% of the way there. Just gotta finish the other 5. So. No ATC on mine at all. This guy, I can guarantee. This guy taking 27 right? Looks like it. Single runway operations right now. And now this guy's taking 27 right? Looks like. I don't know what this guy's at. This guy's taking 27 nothing. I think this guy's taking 27. I know he's taking 27 or 27 right. Pretty good. Single runway operations in use right now. So. That allows them to perform maintenance on the runway. Maintenance would otherwise literally be impossible to perform during any perfect day. So. Flying radar, Victor's Alice 270. Heathrow traffic, Shuttle 3 Whiskey, descending nav level 70, level by Bovington, Bravo, November on the Newport to Hotel Arrival. And we are expecting ILS 271 right in approximately 15 minutes at absolute max. Heathrow traffic. Yeah, now once a little speed break. Yeah, let's do this. Then LS 27 right. Landing width on. It's all good. Can we actually get updated in our 230 degrees, 3 knots, so it's calm. You have no reason to fuck up this approach. Decelerate. Decel. Upon switching, we'll go flaps 1 at the moment. I'll switch to flaps 1. Not worried. We went over speed technically there. From it's fine. Flaps 1 gives us a lift. So. Speed 220 knots, which is fine. Ignition's not what we're talking about. No, that's a little bit of a bug there in the fields. Ignition. And alright, fly radar vectors. We'll start off with the heading of 130 degrees. So we'll start off with 50. There's a altitude 2,500 feet to 9 DME. Sorry, 10 DME. 10 miles out. 10 mile file. Look at this. We are mastering this. Mastering flying today. We're mastering this descent. Actually, we could go visual if we wanted to. We could go short final visual. That'll be interesting. I don't know if we're going to be there. How long does that say? Rocking 40. I don't know about that, but... We are a little... We're tap fast, that's fine. Thrust is still at idle. So we are overweight landing, which means we do have to taxi this thing to maintenance once we park. No. We do not have to do that. It's weird. Within 48 hours, I'll be at Heathrow myself. Within 48 hours. I've left this cursed country. Not for once, not for all time, but. You gonna make it there? I don't know. 50.
Basically, runway 2 in the right place, taxi down here at Alpha.
Bravo. Can I still agree? We're gonna leave Walkington heading 130 degrees. Ether traffic, shuttle 3 whiskey, leaving Walkington heading 130 degrees. Downwind Dallas 27 right, Heathrow. You know, I need to lower this. I need to lower this thing. But I don't know how I'm going to do that because this thing's connected to the desk somehow. I might do that though. I think that might be a product when I pick up my Mimosa base. Field in sight. We're going to maintain rate of descent, current rate of descent. in the box. altitude.
I think it's speed of 21, I'm going to take confirmation.
Roger. Speed 200 knots. Ether traffic, shuttle 3 Whiskey descending now, altitude 2,500 feet. Speed 200 knots, with a heading of 120 degrees. Still downwind, dial altitude 783. We'll get a little closer and all. In the meantime, though, we are clear for the approach. No other traffic. We are clear for the approach. Got very good the low class rep. Just quickly verifying that. I think that'll be fine. We're gonna aim to park at the same stand. Yeah, no, we're not gonna be there by 30, but we'll be there. Not 1-0 decimal 3 check. Okay. I was expecting there to be any issues. I trusted at this point. Actually, let's go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 160 degrees. Ether traffic, shuttle 3 Whiskey, turning, heading 160 degrees, base LS. 278. Speed. I'm getting going so much speed now. Speed 190. Make that one.
Speed is 635 Bravo. On the upper end of the line. Next one, passenger. 6,000.
Okay. I want on that left.
2,500.
That's fine. Check. 017. So that's supposed to be. NH1017. I can quickly refresh the matter. Still fine. Speed 1. Speed 180. Speed 180 established. We got a beautiful view of London here. Oh, look, there's Tower Bridge right there. Beautiful view coming. We got a beautiful view of London. I love how it's just turning us automatically. It's turning us automatically, which is nice. At least what it's clear for the approach. All landing lights on, check. Ground spoilers armed. Can we go ahead and be rearmed? Check. 160 to 4. Even though we're free speed. There's only one person who just landed on that. He's for that. Ether traffic, shuttle 3 whiskey, 7.5 mile final, ILS 27 rate, speed 160 to 4. Ether traffic. There's 3 people online now. That's fine. Much established with 7th class though, which we are now fully established. Flaps 3 now, gear coming down. Gear down, flaps 3. Any connections going, so our final turn speed now. Alright, can begin. Flaps full. Seatbelts on. Flaps full. Clears land. And we got a bit of a crosswind here. You can see the crab angle on now. Winds. Just what are the winds? 320 3. Okay, there's a slight crosswind. Last call, Heathrow traffic, shuttle 3 whiskey, short final, ILS 27 rate, Heathrow. We are clear to land. Braking low, and we can take, and as usual, we can take off and land. We can land and take off again and land again. Yeah, we got plenty of room. So, actually, we're gonna try to utilize the whole thing. Right, shall we take this over now? My controls. Uh-oh. Stutters are not appreciated at all. Down, you bigot. Okay, good. How's that now? Where's he sticking? How's that?
$500.
Land. That's fine.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50. 30. 20. Retard.
Oof. That's fine though. Two in reverse. We can go ahead and vacate here. No, not the most beautiful landing ever, but still acceptable. Flaps up. Either Heathrow traffic, runway 27 right has now been vacated. There's a taxi landing lights off. Those off. EPU on. Figure out where we're gonna go. We're gonna go this. Taxiing back to stand. And 521 via Alpha. Link 58. Bravo and Yankee. Actually, I'll take via Bravo. Taxi via Bravo. Thank you. And Heathrow traffic, shuttle 3 Whiskey taxiing stand 521 via Bravo and Yankee. Heathrow traffic. Auto brake can go ahead and disarm now. Brake fan on, please. We made it. It's 12:36. And I have to do some last packing, unfortunately. It's fine. So for anyone wondering, why on earth, whenever we arrive into Heathrow, it looks like it's been dark for days, or it's been daylight for days. This is why. It's because it's actually already 5:30 a.m. over there. So when we're usually just getting across the Atlantic, the sun's already up. It's been up for some time. This is Bravo, ain't it? Yeah, I forgot how much of that runway we used up. We used up so much of it, though. Oh, there's a Russian that's not supposed to be there. Oh, shit. Thought we made a wrong turn, didn't we? Slight modification to our taxi instructions. We're going to continue. Actually, this would be better. Yeah, we're going to continue. By Bravo Yankee. So this actually worked out a little better. I was going to go across. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go speed a little bit better. Shuttle 3 Whiskey made a wrong turn. We are still going to continue via Bravo, though. We're going to continue taxi stand 521 via Charlie, Bravo, and Yankee, Heathrow. Show you all where to go. This will actually give us a bit more of a straight-in parking. So. Meantime, we can let everyone out of their seats. And actually, now we can go ahead and shut down engine number 2. Engine number 2 no longer needed. It'll be pretty much straight in. watch this. There we go. We are at, this is the same stand we were at earlier. A little closer. Okay, I gotta be honest here. It'd be nice for GSX to have some integration with that. That'd be quite nice to see GSX do that. Okay, parking brake set. Engine 1 shut down. Okay, there we go. Inspector parking job. Oh, that's perfect. You can't get much better than that now, can you? Okay, you really cannot get much better than that. Got jetway connecting now. Okay. Oh, just look away apparently. So we're shutting things down now for the night. Yeah, so thank you all so much for tuning in to this little round trip back to and from Eddie. It's actually quite fun. We gotta do more of these. We really do. I'm completely serious about that. It's gonna be a few weeks. If you've been living under a rock. Tomorrow I have a flight. And I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. It's very sad, unfortunately, but it'll be nice for me. So, in the meantime, though, I'm going to be editing some videos in my free time here and there. I'll be editing some videos, and yeah, so the channel will not be contentless. In fact, I have to edit some of those videos in a few moments. This one I'm going to be editing on the plane, I think. So yeah. Yeah. And fuel pumps can go ahead and come off. Yeah, Heathrow looks like Heathrow. Golf, Delta, Bravo, Charlie Bravo, and a319. The minibus, as they call it. We can go ahead and do the parking right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and read that final. Message. Arrival message. 441. Oh, that's at the gate. That makes more sense. Yeah. But damn, we've been at this almost 3 hours now. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all for the next stream. Hopefully, in no more than about 3 weeks. Hopefully, it'll only be about 2.5. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next one or in one of my videos that I'll have to edit and be putting up. But anyway, like I said, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.